Disappointment for Newcastle United here today at Stamford Bridge on a day where there were some positives. We can't get too downhearted about this. Newcastle at least took the game to Chelsea at times this afternoon, but ultimately the key moments they went missing, and obviously falling behind in the first half was disastrous from a defensive point of view. Fabian Schär being shown a clean pair of heels by Pedro Neto, who crosses, and Jackson just taps home with Dan Burn nowhere to be seen. Newcastle 1-0 down. You feared the worst at that point, but Isak got Newcastle back into the game and they went in at half-time level. You thought it was going to take a big, impression at the start of the second half for Newcastle to win this game, but sadly it was Chelsea who started really impressively in the second period, with Cole Palmer scoring he was unchallenged basically, Isak losing the ball and then Cole Palmer running free and just striking home, and that was enough to win the game. Isak did have an opportunity where he twisted into the box but didn't cross it, didn't shoot, and Eddie Howe was pretty livid at the time. He calmed down a little bit down there in the press conference, I have to say, but at the time I don't think I've ever seen Eddie Howe as frustrated as that. Eddie Howe in his press conference, heartened by aspects of the display, felt that it was a strong performance in some places, and he hopes that he can take that on to the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. But Newcastle are going to need a big effort now to get through in that competition. If they play offensively like they did today and have that clinical touch, then it's going to be a much better night. But defensively, they just cannot afford to do that, and that decision not to get a centre back in the summer is beginning to ring true here for Newcastle in the Premier League.